so about me and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with the cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side, is that Pico de Gallo?
Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, mighty size. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pulse and wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, mighty size, private jet.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Washington.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take...
Yes, ma'am. Not bad. Not bad at all. What's up? Yeah. Lux or Avion? Or both? Really? Okay.
It matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone.
I got what you
coverage
said.
there that forced the incompletion.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the
Yeah,
middle.
that was Stephanie.
State claim to a
Who's
3-0
happening?
lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter
They were up to
field goal, but he was
September.
able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
Yeah, you push.
Fielded a couple yards into the end
Oh,
zone.
sorry.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
I can't see your screen. You represent.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Where's
And
my
on that
phone right
last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see
Because I started using my phone a little bit more.
it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
Do you
happened
think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think
Yes.
that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second down, here's Hurts. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Yeah.
16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they
Not
tried to
necessarily.
give
It could be. Couldn't it be for November based on the fact that it was cut late? Because AT&T is really bad with timeliness.
They get it to him the more
Like, they cut
conventional
checks
way, and it's much more
from-
successful as well.
For prior periods stuff all the time. Like that's not beyond them at all. Like if they were consistent, like sending stuff like all the time, I would understand, but they don't.
Breakaway this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gain on the play.
For the Eagles.
And 10.
Okay.
At the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last
What's
run.
on that was
They'll
on
try
Bucks.
again, second and 10.
Child,
Play action. Here's Hurts. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up in.
no, I just sent it. I actually, I used the what we had prior. We had asked in the previous thing. I just asked a basic question like, hey, with this account, where are we supposed to reaccrue? Because she said she did it, but she didn't do it on the notes. So I just said, hey, notice these weren't posted. Could you, let me know with this, situations with it. Interesting. And I CC'd you on this one.
Step, and he is into the end zone.
Sometimes she just replies to me. I did notice
Jalen
that.
Hurts, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
Let's see.
And Washington has taken
She hasn't
the
replied to
lead.
me yet.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance
For
almost felt futile at that point.
Shadow Creek?
And the very next play, they come right back.
La Evian?
Quick, fast, and in a
It
hurry.
wasn't a breakout
Put it
center.
in
I
the end
asked
zone.
which her last check was that she received, and she said it was as of September of 2020. And then so what happened was I think I had 11 payments in the month.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Yeah, but they're late. That's what I'm saying. She just got the one in December for September.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
through the end zone for
That's
a
what,
touchback.
like AT&T is really bad with that. Seriously. And like the only worst, it's funny. The only team that actually keeps up with it fairly decently is Richmond or Sugarland. So she's only like 2 months behind. But case in point, like I even had a situation. If you look at some of the accruals, I think for Spring Plaza, who also works with AT&T, if you look at their prior year, what their prior year accrual was, it was like 20. It's like 20,000. So she wasn't like I guess following up consistently. So like she only had 4 payments post this year. But she had, and the 20,000 actually was deposited in the account to wash against it, so it actually ended up working out. So, like I said, AT&T, I don't know if like they can reach out to them. What they tell me, they reach out to them, and then they say like, okay, they just get paid like in arrears really bad. AT&T, I don't know how it is in Florida. I don't know if they use AT&T cable incentive.
Set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
I've had this experience with AT&T before. It's like this isn't actually me.
A good pick up there at 22. 3-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st and 10.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 4 yards. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for touchdown.
Yes. So there was 11 instances I backed out to.
Number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back.
I didn't count that. I had 11 instances, right? And then I backed out 2, and then I did. Oh shoot! Yeah, that's right. 3 minutes. Yeah. I mean, it's your call because I mean, if you want me to reverse everything, I can and fix it like that, and we just kind of go normal. I just don't. Honestly, I don't. Like, I feel like it's gonna have to be one way or the other. You know what I mean?
That makes the lead 10-7.
No, I'm just what I'm doing is like, and like I was saying, the only one I had an issue with was Lux, and I had to reach out to her for her to give me information. But pretty much all I did was, I asked, well, I didn't, I looked at the financials, see how many instances we had in the month, and most of them were easier to track. Like I think one of them is I think Cinco Ranch had it's a quarterly, so I was able to track theirs easily because they're missing just 1 quarter. So it just really depended on the property, but Spring Plaza I know is probably the worst situation because they haven't. But again, like I said, it's not past. I accrued 20,000 last year, and it was exactly what we were owed. So it's not like me accruing 22,000 is too far fetched, you know. So it's a weird. It's been inconsistent.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They got 19,000, but it wasn't related to. I asked her about it in the notes because the cabinets were only this cabinet situation was 6,000. I'm like, well, where's the other 13,000 for? So I said it's pretty much 3 times what the amount was, and I'm like, what else is there? Because I didn't see anything else in the insurance claims, which means something else probably needs to get reclassed within the year. I'm assuming.
10, Washington 7.
But I ended up just reclassing the insurance claim because I thought that's probably where she went. She could have decayed it, so there's no sense. That doesn't help you put it there.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yeah, and then I reclassed it up to 60-41. Did I have any history in 60? Do I still have a balance of 6-6-6-0? Oh, I see.
Nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
To the 6 field.
Throwing is Hurts. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
I'll have to go back through that.
That's not
Okay,
going to get
that
it
makes
done.
sense.
He'll come up well
Hopefully he
short
washes out.
first at about the 21. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, I'll have to review that. Since that single ranch, right? Yeah, I'll do that before I finalize.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way
Oh,
to
you're
punt
fine.
it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
I used the wrong big
This Carolina
I know.
offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the
Oh, they work
passing
with
game,
Comcast,
resulting
that's
in the
fine.
touchdown.
Okay.
Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them.
I'll do that. I'll probably do that. That's the email out tomorrow. And we see
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
3 yards on that last
Yeah.
carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it.
That's a
And
big
hope
prior
you
year
connect
adjustments.
downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, how about that? A
All
dime
right,
set
that's
on
good.
defense, 6 defensive backs.
Oh, no,
None
you're
of them
good.
blitz. They're just
I'll probably be
going
working
through
on principle on the
coverage.
weekend
Defensive
anyway.
lineman gets
You
the
know,
sack.
That's where the
it
O-line,
makes
they
more
go to the
sense to do,
sideline, they keep
unfortunately,
their
because
helmets on so the cameras
I
can't
just want to get this out of the way. Once I get
cameras
this
can't
with
find them, but I know one thing, the O-line
Oak Tree,
coach will.
I can principle. It's not gonna be that bad.
So possession
I've kind of done
goes
some
over
preliminary
here
stuff already
on
with
the
the principle,
punt.
so I feel
And it will be
pretty decent.
Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Also,
Last
and
go-around, they
I
really
was,
couldn't
if
get
we can
anything
talk
going.
about it too, I just want to talk about
Deep
the
inside their
time.
own territory, which means you're
like,
going to lose
after
field
close
position
possible.
battles as a general rule.
Just for one, it's literally one moment. It's just literally the changing it from noon to 1 o'clock for the first set of like the second set of prelims. Just because I've noticed that like I've cut it really close, or I've been late, and I'm thinking 1 o'clock maybe around better time. But that was only my second round of prelims. That's all.
The last
Oh no,
one
I
got
have.
free.
Don't worry,
Now
I've been
here's 2nd and 7.
I was making sure. I got to. I have to be better. So that's what it is.
Running with Kamara. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17.
No, I know. I didn't
1st
think that.
down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where
Yeah,
everyone
I think
is
it's, to
coming
be honest
from.
with you,
You
it's
have
probably a little
to bring
harder
up the
because
backside
I think,
at all.
like you saw, having a shot at Creek, right? That was my first Prophet I did. I had more time to kind of get through it. I feel like, and I feel like a little bit of other stuff I can rush a little bit more. That's to be honest. That's literally the honest truth. Like I feel like I'm rushing a little bit more. That's
incomplete as he was knocked as he threw.
Yeah, and then literally, I literally saw all these. I was like, okay, I know it's starting to go downhill. She's like, what happened?
It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
It's just that second.
Here's Jalen Hurts. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well.
No.
Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
Who ended up doing his work?
Avoids the turnover.
Who ended up doing his work? Who? No, I didn't. Oh, I was not going to volunteer. American today? I was like, no.
16 yards, a first down.
Must be crazy. Must be crazy. I remember something.
Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
I don't know. I knew I wasn't. As soon as I saw that email, I just closed it and kept it. Okay.
So they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get this.
No. I can't take no 8, no, or 9, or whatever. No.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 87. Touchdown.
From 10 yards out. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in the playbook called the quick game. That was a
No, I understand. Yeah, it's stressful. And then, like, stuff just keeps happening.
Successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth.
I saw the ASD stuff, the ASD thing.
Hands downfield as fast as
It's just like, I don't know, it's just because like everybody's going at like a slower pace. It's a little annoying.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. They find some open field here. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Run for the extra point.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Right.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Yeah.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, just check. Oh, basically kind of like an okay. Kind of how.
23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best.
Basically, I just need to check
knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former
that we didn't already clear. I got you. No, that's. I mean, that's
it just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
That makes sense. Gotcha. Okay.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Hurts going to keep this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Jalen Hurts with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Panthers 10.
Can't run the damn ball. Can't throw the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it.
Come on, Giddy, come on.
Into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And here's Joseph Charlton now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on.
And this is
I'm pressing triangle. What the
touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
At the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Curtis Samuel. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And fire one down. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes this Washington 35. Panthers.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st down, Washington.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they send a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Kamara with a carry on 1st down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. On 2nd down, here's the option. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Now a toss. Kamara left side, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
Gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And at the 45-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal.
Turn around.
But it's incomplete. He was trying to find Fant, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
39-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit, because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport, because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now, because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Washington, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Move.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from